Hey guys, and welcome back to the 7th episode of my Wellington Wanderer series. Since I last saw you guys, we've gone on an actually okay run for once. Which started off coincidentally with one of the most unfortunate defeats we've had of the season, with 2-1 loss to Central Coast Mariners at home, then a 0-0 draw to Western Sydney Wanderers at home again, a 2-1 win to Brisbane Roar, where Gary Hooper scored in the last few seconds, which I was very happy about, and a 2-0 win at home to the Newcastle Jets, and that has skyrocketed us up to 6th position, which I think is one position maybe above where we were at the end of last episode, but I'm very happy to be in the playoff positions, and I'm not complaining about that at all. So, we're going to go straight into the game against Perth Glory to start this episode off. This is the side I'm going to go with. As you guys have noticed, it is the end of the January transfer window, and not a lot has happened, but I will show you who we signed. Just like I was talking about, Michael Boxall is a new player in our team, and he has not played a single game for us yet because unfortunately he got injured as soon as we signed him. Is he a big waste of money with 3.5k a week? Probably. Is he not very good at being a central defender? Probably. Is he not good at the the role I would like him to play? Definitely. Is he probably not going to be a great use of my money? Almost definitely. Did he mean that I had to get rid of De Vere? Yes. To keep us under the budget, I needed to get rid of De Vere. I'm not very happy about it, but I know that we needed to shore up a defense, and I feel like Michael Boxall might be able to do that. He's got the experience, and hopefully he can come off the bench in this game and make a big impact. I'll give him number 5 because I feel like that really suits the sort of brute force that he has for us. But I'm looking forward to how this game's going to go. If you don't know, Perth Glory versus Wellington Phoenix is the longest away game for the side that's away from home in the history of football. Well, in the football world right now. I know that there's previously been longer away games, but for league football, this is the longest travelling because Perth is all the way on the other side of Australia, and New Zealand's just to the right of Australia, so it's a completely different country, and we have to fly quite a wee while away. And Perth actually just versed Wellington in real life, where Wellington lost 4-2, but Hooper scored a brace in real life, so hopefully we can do a bit better than the lads did in real life. But with Perth being top of the table, if you saw that just before the highlights started, I'm not sure if it's going to be very doable for us, especially with the sort of players that they do have in their team as they start this first attack, playing a bit of tiki-taka with Castro playing the ball into the middle of the box and Kenny shooting it just wide. We get away with one there. But the stats so far are quite even, with us having more position but them now having more shots. 20 minutes gone. Another chance here. Diego Castro runs up with the ball, goes past all of our players until Sarpreet Singh, the man you wouldn't expect to be making too many defensive tackles like that, makes a tackle, and Gary Hooper's put through on goal but misses just wide. Unfortunately, he couldn't bag that one, but he is currently the top goal scorer in the league with, I think, 9 goals. I'm very happy with his return so far, and I'm at the start of the season. Probably the only thing that I got right at the start of the season when I was making my predictions is that Gary Hooper would be a great player for us, and he has been amazing. I've really been happy with his performance for the side, and he has definitely justified the high wage that he has and the new contract that he just signed for us, thankfully. Fornaroli takes it off Kakachi, and it could be a very, very costly mistake, but Marinovic is in between the sticks to make a brilliant save, and that keeps the game at 0-0 as Fornaroli puts in a ball. But just like I always say, I think it's just one of those stupid chances that aren't actually meant to be chances. Perth Glory is still in the top position. If we continue with the draw, we will stay exactly where we are in the league, as Fornaroli has a free kick, whips one in, and it goes past all of our players, and it's bouncing around the area, and it goes to their player, falls to their player, and he taps in easy. first touch finish, and that is 1-0. Going into half-time, I'm going to tell the boys that I am not happy with how they've played, because I'm not. It is a bit disappointing to see us go 1 down that late in the second half, and with only 6 shots to their 9, we do need to be doing better, and it might be time to bring on Michael Boxall in. Just see if he can cut the mustard in this league and stop them from scoring a couple of goals. Hudson Wahongi and Taylor both looking fine in this match right now, but maybe it is time to give the man his debut. I was told he was fit enough to play in this match, but not all 90 minutes, only 45 minutes. So with it rolling on to the 67th minute, I know he's not exactly going to score too many goals for us right now, but I'll bring him on for Stephen Taylor, and hopefully he can make a bit of a defensive effort to help us get this point that we're looking for in this game, get that goal, finish it. Hooper running up the field, plays it in for Singh, but it's cleared away. Steinman plays it back to Longstaff, who's been playing very well. Longstaff actually won Young Player of the Month this month, so I was very happy with that. As Singh nods it onto Makawa, and we are 1-1. Makawa also signed a new deal for only something like $600 a week. I didn't even know you could pay players that little. I'll actually check that, yeah, I think it does show up on the screen. Yes, $575 a week. Didn't know you could pay players that low of a pay, but we certainly don't mind that, especially with the sort of return he's been given for us. And I'm making a bit of a risk here. I'm going to bring Ben Wayne, the young striker, on for Gary Hooper, the experienced striker, and he's not even considered a striker in this game. Young attacking midfielder, but we all know in real life Ben Wayne is a striker, and I'm sure he will be hungry to score his first goal ever for the Wellington Phoenix. As I accidentally click on Matty Longstaff, let's go straight back into the game. As the clock runs down, I think we won't have anything more to say about this match, and that is it. Full-time 1-1 against the league leaders. I will certainly take that. I'll tell them that we had a good comeback and we did exactly what I wanted after that half-time chat. I'm very happy with how that second half went. Sarpreet Singh with the man of the match performance, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Going straight into the second match, the only changes that we've made is bringing in Boxall for his first full debut for the club, and bringing in Piscopo for a bit of a tired Callum McCowart. We're facing Melbourne City, who are currently third in the table, and hopefully we can come away with at least 1 point. I'm feeling optimistic after the run that we've had, 2 wins in a row and then a draw against top of the table Perth Glory, well, formerly top of the table Perth Glory, I should say, as they have fallen down to third place based off the result that is currently going on here. But straight into the game, we are dominating them on possession and shots. Hopefully that can result in a few chances here as we have a corner. Sarpreet Singh to take, puts a great ball in. Hooper off the crossbar, and that was a brilliant chance, which he really should have tucked away, and he has done earlier this season from a couple of corners, I'm pretty sure. But we keep going and we'll keep pushing. I don't feel the need to make a change at all just yet, as Holman swings in a free kick and it comes out to the Melbourne City player, but Singh makes another tackle and takes a shot which goes just wide. Singh is turning into an absolutely great defender in that midfield position. He's made 2 great tackles, and they've led to chances already in this episode. And I'd like to see if he's improving on those tackling stats, but I doubt he is. It's just one of those things in Football Manager where you see a couple of players doing some cool stuff like that. But as the clock ticks down, I can't see anyone scoring in this half, but we are definitely in the pole position to be winning this game. I'm feeling good about the team's performance. Michael Boxall playing a 6.6 right now, but hasn't conceded a goal, so you can, watch me jinx it, oh, thank goodness. Kakachi plays the ball up to Piscopo. Piscopo, for one of his first starts of the season, plays it to Holman. Holman's got so many numbers in the middle, and he can't find a single player, and it goes out of play to end the highlight, and that should be the end of the half. Yes, it is. We're going to tell the boys that they've been unlucky so far, because they have played better. I've been very impressed with how they're playing, and we go straight into the second half, where a chance comes immediately after kickoff. Holman playing it wide and puts the ball in. Piscopo gets a header, and that is 1-0 to the Wellington Phoenix straight after half time. Can I just say, I don't think it's a coincidence that that's after my absolutely brilliant unlucky chat there. I think that really turned the guys back onto form and made them realise what they were fighting for. So just a bit of managerial advice for you guys out there, that you got to boost the morale at half time, as Piscopo has another chance to run with the ball. Kakachi grabs it back, plays it in for Holman. I think that will be a penalty. Yes, it is. They never don't give the penalty in those situations. Gary Hooper, I'm confident that he'll slice this one home, slot this one home, steps up, takes a shot, and he does. Bottom right corner. No goalkeeper is getting to that, especially when you dive the wrong way. So that puts us up to a healthy lead of 2-0 and puts Hooper in pole position to win the Golden Boot with 10 goals in the season. As Holman puts in another free kick, another corner. We've had a lot of free kick opportunities in this game, and it does show that we are doing very well from those chances. I think I'm going to make my first switch, and it will be Holman, who has played very well, and I'm not happy to be taking him off, but with that sort of fitness, I think it is the intelligent thing to do. He's been alright this season. I'm happy with the signing because he is on such a low wage, and he will be with us next season if we're still here, which I'm not actually sure about. I haven't made my mind up on that, and I think we might make our second substitution right here, right now, with Hudson Wahongi coming off for Tim Payne. The defence has been solid this game, and both centre-backs on a 7.0. I'm not going to say it's not because of Michael Boxall. I'm just saying he's played about 120 minutes of football in his Phoenix career, hasn't conceded a single goal. I'm not saying it's not a coincidence, but I'm also not saying that he's not the best signing we've ever made. So we'll have to see if that can continue as Piscopo puts a ball in, which makes it all the way to Hooper. Hooper, bit of a scramble off the post as the goalkeeper makes a mistake, and we're just running down the clock now, waiting for that confirmation of the win. We'll make one last change just to keep Steinman a bit fresh and keep Rufer happy because he's not getting a lot of game time right now. We're just running down the clock now with absolute dominating performance from the Wellington Phoenix. 10 shots on target out of 16, and we might not be done just yet as Boxall plays it up straight to Piscopo. I was getting ready to say straight to one of the Melbourne City players, but it's gone straight to Piscopo, and we lose it straight away, but we've got it back eventually as Boxall looks to play another long ball, and he does. Gary Hooper running through on goal. Can Boxall get an assist? No, he can't. Hooper is only going to get that one goal in this game, and we're probably just going to see out this highlight and see the final whistle being blown as Melbourne City come back to us with Brilliante to Griffiths, playing it forward, but great defence. Piscopo will probably go for a bit of a long ball to Hooper, but actually looks sensibly back to Rufer. And Hudson Wahongi coming on, doing some bits in the right back position, just because Tim Payne's getting a bit tired and can't quite manage to run to the ball there, but that should be the end of the game, and it is. It gives us 3 points, 2-goal lead, no problems there. I'm very happy with the way that the players did there, and that will be the end of the episode. I'll just take a look at the table and see how we're doing on form. We're in 5th position now with 24 points. We're 8 points away from top of the table. Maybe my prediction hasn't gone too far, and we have really turned around our form from the midpoint of the season where it was super inconsistent. Next game's against Western United, and I think I'll meet you guys back sometime in March, depending on how we do. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.